Hi guys, so it's the 1st of October. We are going to go through my monthly budget planner. I did create this, I sent it to a printing service and it has just arrived. So this is what I will be using to budget my income and expenses and savings for the next year. So we have our monthly calendar, which is undated, so you can input your dates manually. Any goals for the month, a high priority list, any occasions, events, birthdays coming up that you want to remind yourself of and potentially budget for. I do my budgeting through Budget by Paycheck. So this is your paycheck manager. I get paid every 4 weeks, 28 days. So I get paid on October 6th. So my pay will go in here then. I am on a salary. Strangely enough, it changes by a few amounts. So on the October 6th, this will go in there. Any upcoming bills that are due during this paycheck will be listed here with their total. Any savings that I am doing this month, whether it be savings accounts, any challenges that I'm partaking in, cash stuffing, will go in here. My overall savings go, and what my remaining budget will be once you've took out your bills, your savings, from whatever my income will be. The remaining budget will go down there. Now I have 2 pages of daily expenses. One is uncategorized, and the second one, which I use, is categorized. So here I will track any daily expenses that does not fall under bills and monthly repayments. So the budget that we start with would be the budget that we got after we deducted all of our expenses on the paycheck manager. And I will list them all through my category, the date, and the amount to work out what my total is. Monthly bills tracker, super simple, just a nice clean crisp way of displaying all your monthly bills, the date that they come out on, and your amount. Something like this is very simple, but it's very effective. Just a nice place to have all your bills laid out as a friendly reminder of what's coming up, so you don't spend anything that you should not be doing. Savings tracker. My favourite bit about money is saving. I am currently saving for a house deposit and it feels never ending. But having a savings tracker like this is great so that I can see my progress and it's more manageable to work out which accounts I've got, what my saving deposits have been, and more importantly, I do partake in savings challenges and cash stuffing envelopes, so it is good to see there what I have been depositing and when with my total. And then end of the month summary, or if you're doing budget by paycheck, which I do, it'll be the end of my paycheck that I will do. So you have your month and your year, what I got paid on that paycheck, the total bills, the expenses, which aren't bills, your daily expenditure, what you saved in that amount. So that's all your figures up there. The expenses category. I personally pre-filled these in before I sent it to print, because these are the categories that are useful to me. However, if you do go onto my Etsy store and you're interested in getting this printable, downloadable planner, the expenses categories are not filled in for you. That way you can tailor it and make it more personal to your spending budget and how you spend your expenses. So once you go to your expenses, where you have your categories at the end of the month or the end of your paycheck, that will link back to your expenses categories. Right, now we have our expenses chart. This is just a little fun, mindful colouring pie chart where each segment equals to 10%. And again, on the Etsy template on my store, this is all shaded in with 10%, so you know that it will bring you to 100%. So you can work out your expenses, work out what percentage of that paycheck was spent on food, entertainment, etc., etc. And then at the end of the month, I always find it's positive to do a what went well section. You can use this section as a journal, work out what actually went well, did it actually go well, anything. It could be small, big, but make sure, I find it's very helpful to put something positive in here. Even if it's just not spending as much money on food, or you manage to end your month or end the paycheck with a little bit of leftover cash, whether that be for savings or for treats. And then we have our improvements for next month. That could be, again, once you've worked out your budget and what you've spent, not to put so much money on food, whether it be dining out or eating in, which I'm very, very guilty of. So that will probably always be an improvement for me on every month, which you'll see as I update it throughout the coming videos. Then we have a notes page. Super simple, super handy. You can use this for journaling, drawing, any financial workings out you need to do. I personally use this by breaking it down into 4 weeks for that paycheck. So I do my budgeting for the 4 weeks, but then I break that down to week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And I just find that's how it's more manageable for me to not overspend and for it to not seem so daunting if I'm on a strict budget by looking at the overall 4 weeks. Just by breaking it down to 1 week, it's not so daunting or overwhelming. The debt tracker. Right, I currently at the moment do not have any debt, but I do have an online catalogue credit account, and I do have a Barclaycard credit card. So for those of you that do have debt, this is very handy if you're wanting to track your payments, work out what kind of debt payment plan you are doing, whether that be the the snowball debt effect or the debt avalanche effect. But it's super handy. You'd put your name, your interest rate, the balance of your debt, what the minimum payment is. Make sure you always pay at least the minimum payment. If you can pay more, brilliant, because you're paying off quicker, which means you're not getting hit with the high interest rates. But at least if you can't do that, at least pay your minimums. So then you've got your date, your amount, and you then, as you're paying, you'll see your balance slowly creeping down. It's just an easy, nice, clean way of seeing the progress that you're making. I know we all have online accounts, but there's something about seeing pen to paper with your progress that is more rewarding and encouraging. The good stuff, the savings challenges. So with this plan on my Etsy store, I have included a lot of savings challenges as a bonus. So for this one, you would save 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300. I deliberately did not put any currency on there, so this could be 10 quid, 10 pound, 10 euros, $10, however it sees fit to you. It's more inclusive, no one's excluded that way. The no spend challenge. This is what I will be definitely partaking in this month. I do not know how many days I will be able to do, but we're already on day 1 and I do not think I'll be spending today, so off to a good start. The pyramid challenge. Okay, this might take a bit longer for some people and probably for me because I've got so many different savings pots, but you basically double up as you go along. So your first deposit would be £25, sorry. That will then double to 50, and again double to 100, double up to 200, and then finally you'll double up to 400 to total out with 775 cash. And then you get a 150 challenge, super simple, for every 5. Colour in as you go, nice and encouraging to get 150 at the end. And the same with the 450 challenge. The only difference is that your deposits would be 10s or 20s instead of the 5s. Ending it out with 2 52-week challenges. I'm currently on this one. I do have another bit of paper of this that I've been tracking, but I will transfer that across to here. I'm currently up to 1,600, so 2, 4, 6, 8, a grand, 2, 4, 6. So I'm up there, but I will update that and transfer this across. So that is my planner. If you want to see more, please check out my Etsy store. Thank you for watching. Happy budgeting. Bye bye.